For the remix project, I'm going to reflect on Project 1 and 2. The first project, we were required to write about our story, and I decided to write about how being an only child made me who I am today. How I went from begging and being mad at my parents for not having another baby to actually realizing how it benefited me in different ways. Then the second project I wrote about was my path to becoming a neurologist, from why I chose this major and career to what the steps will be to get there. So first, I'm going to focus on Project 1. What's your story? I grew up as an only child, relying on my parents to keep me company all the time. I begged my parents constantly to have another kid, focusing more on why they didn't versus why they couldn't. Having both my parents' undivided attention was not too bad, except the times when I really wanted to do, well, stupid kid things. That they wouldn't approve of course, which was really disappointing in my young mind. I did have my few cousins and friends down the street to hang out with, which was really nice, except they weren't able to hang out all the time. So my dad took on the role of being my best friend. My dad always took me to the park to swing, roll down the hill, walk our dog, ride bikes, or play some sport together. Surprisingly, he even played Barbies with me. He had the best imagination. He created the coolest made-up games during my childhood that I will never forget about. I am so thankful for my dad. He made not having a sibling bearable. On the other hand, me and my mom mainly talked about everything that went on. We went shopping, we did all the fun girly stuff together. Both of my parents were wonderful people. And then there was Christmas. It was fun in the aspects of all the presents that surrounded me each year, but not that I didn't get to share my excitement or toys with anyone my age on this special fun day. But I was my parents' princess, so I was very spoiled by them. Thinking back now, I was so blessed that my parents could spoil me. You could say being an only child on Christmas, also on my birthday, was awesome. They didn't have to worry about buying gifts for another kid or kids a few days or months later. I am so grateful for everything my parents did for me. As I got a bit older and got out of the Barbie playing stage, I hung around adults majority of the time. I preferred to talk to adults, even if it was just rambling on about any topic I could think of that moment. You could look at it being good or bad. Truthfully, it benefited me. My family has great positive qualities and habits I gained throughout my years growing up. I became more independent, mature, and understanding. I did have to grow up a little faster than most kids, but it was not as bad as you would think. It was a mix of being around adults, my disabled cousin Eric, and having older friends in high school. Looking at where I am now, I am thankful life worked out how it has so far, and the aspects of my characteristics and outlook on life. I would not change how growing up for me was, even if I was given the opportunity. Now I'm going to focus on my second project, mapping your major. My career goal is to become a neurologist that specializes in autism research. The reason I decided I wanted to become a neurologist is because my cousin Eric has severe autism as well as other mental disabilities. I want to find out answers as to why, how, and what caused him or anyone else like him to be this way. Find answers to how or if he can possibly function the way we all do. Becoming a neurologist is a very special goal I hold near to my heart. There is such a powerful meaning behind why I want to accomplish it. I just recently got a tattoo of a puzzle piece that symbolizes autism awareness on my arm, along with my other cousin Lauren, which is Eric's sister, that also has the puzzle piece tattoo for the same reason. On the note of being a neurologist, anyone wanting to become a doctor will know they will be spending quite a bit of time in school. It will take up to 12 years of schooling, which includes undergrad, graduate school, completing residency, and passing one of the 2 required exams. I will definitely finish school with a few $1,000s worth of debt. But the average salary for a neurologist is between $144,000 to $216,000 depending on seniority levels. In that case, I will be able to comfortably pay off the debt I will have been drowning in for years. Overall, the Remix project gave me the opportunity to kind of lay out my past and future together to see what I have learned and gained from life and how it will benefit me in the future. as well as what I will need to know to reach my future goals. Based on my knowledge, I feel I have a pretty decent plan ahead of me. And now I only need time and dedication to achieve it.